Hello everyone, this presentation has to do with tastier gut milk found in cows, and I will be informing you what it takes for the milk produced from cows to be more tastier, more plentiful when it comes to nutrition, more specifically the protein amount in the milk, and also the amount of milk produced from these cows. So the microbes play a huge role when it comes to the milk production of cows. And these microbes are found in the rumen of the cow's stomach. And the rumen is a compartment. It's a huge compartment that's found in the stomach of the cows. And basically what you would find in the rumen is fiber, starch, sugar, and proteins that is after fermented by microbes, from these microbes that are found in the rumen. And after fermenting them, they later form fatty acids and microbial protein. So if we were to take two cows and compare them, because we found the first cow to have low milk production and low protein yield, and the second cow to have high milk production and high protein yield, what would we find to be the connecting difference between both of them? So what would make the milk production different from these two cows? There was a study that was conducted that showed that the broader aspect of it was the amount of bacteria that was found in it. So yes, it's the microbes that make the difference. It's the amount of bacteria that these two cows have in difference that would make up for tastier milk or higher milk production. But if we were to get more specific about this, we would also see that in the study as well, they found that it's not the quantity of the microbes, but more it's the quality of the microbes found in their gut. So what kind of microbes, what kind of bacteria is found in their gut that can create better milk production, higher protein yield, and tastier milk. In cows that produce less amount of milk, the study found that these cows had higher amounts of microbes in their gut rumen compared to cows that produced higher amounts of milk. But in cows that produce less amount of milk, they did find there to be high amounts of Clostridium bacteria species in their rumen. And this is a study from a research that Chu and his colleagues published in the Journal of Dairy Science. These low-producing milk cows had Clostridium bacteria species that were harmful for the cows. Clostridium bacteria species in high amounts can cause health effects that are not beneficial for the cows and can cause the cows to get sick. And in turn, it's not as beneficial for cows to produce higher amounts of milk and tastier milk in connection to that as well. In cows that produced high amounts of milk, they found that Zucchini vibrio bacteria species were mostly found in their rumen. And what Zucchini vibrio bacteria species do is basically they show to have a higher feed efficiency for these cows. Genetics also play a huge role when it comes to the kind of microbes that will be found in the rumen of these cows. Every cow has a different kind of microbial species in their rumen. They have different amounts as well. So every cow is not the same when it comes to their genetic makeup, and most importantly, when it comes to their microbial makeup. And researchers say that 48% of microbes are connected to the genetic background of the host. Because of this, researchers want to plan more ahead for the management of these cows that produce low amounts of milk because of their microbial makeup. For example, the Clostridium species that are found in high amounts for these low-producing milk in these cows. To better breed these cows and produce plentiful and nutritious milk in the future. In order for cows to produce milk, cows must undergo the lactation cycle. And in the lactation cycle, there is a period between one calving to the next. The lactation cycle has 4 phases. And these 4 phases are the early, the mid, late, and dry period. And we could say that in a perfect world, cows usually calve every year. So that would be 12 months, every 12 months. In the rumen, the micropopulation would change due to the lactation cycle that these cows are undergoing. The micropopulation is altering. And scientists want to know how to lower the methane emissions when it comes to cows. And there's future research undergoing for this to occur. The methane emissions in general is a problem when it comes to greenhouse gases. And methane emissions disrupt the greenhouse gases. And another contributor not connected to humans, because humans are the main contributors when it comes to methane emissions being released. But the second contributor would be ruminants, so it would be cows. And cows burp and fart out 100 million tons of microbe-generated methane every year, and this is worldwide. So they will make themselves the second contributor to greenhouse gases. The scientists are looking for a way to lower these methane emissions from these cows to better prepare for the future. A way to do this is by providing these cows with certain microbes in their food so these cows can eat, similar to probiotics that we would give to humans, right? They would reduce the methane production from burping and, releasing gases from the cows. There was also another study conducted that showed 374 cows undergoing mid-lactation had been fed a high-grain diet. They also found that in these cows they had zucchini vibrio and prevotella bacteria species in their rumen. Adding to this, in the rumen they also had volatile fatty acids propionate, butyrate, and pyruvate, including isobutyrate. And these were especially higher in cows that produced high amounts of milk. In conclusion, it is not just good breeding and grass that make the dairy cow the best milk producer. It is the microbes that are found in the gut of the cow that play a huge role when it comes to the protein yield, the amount of milk produced, and the taste of the milk being tastier. So as of today, there are researchers already manipulating populations of microbes to deliver and improve the milk taste and quantity of the cow that produces the milk. And they say that it is already very challenging, but it is clear that providing these cows with certain microbes can make a huge difference when it comes to the quality of the milk and to have a tastier milk and plentiful milk production from these cows.